Okay, so one of the most highly anticipated video games of next year is Tekken 8, and that game is supposed to be coming out next month on January 26th. It's going to be on the PS5, PC, and Xbox Series X. It's going to be utilizing Unreal Engine 5, and it's probably going to be the biggest title that Bandai Namco Entertainment is going to release in relation to this upcoming year. And one of the interesting things I've noticed about Tekken 8 is the fact that it's not going to be for any last generation game systems, meaning it's not going to appear on the PS4 or the Xbox One. And honestly, that might be a good idea in hindsight, considering the fact that both of those game systems are over a decade old. And a lot of people are very excited about Tekken 8, along with the new gameplay mechanics that are going to be included in Tekken 8. More people are like really into the fact that the storyline is going to most likely be like the final chapter of the Mishima like saga with Jun returning and all that stuff. You have a lot of returning characters in this upcoming game, and I guess the thing that's supposed to stand out the most this upcoming installment of Tekken is the fact that the cutscenes and the gameplay and the storytelling are going to be um, like the quality is going to be better than what we got in Tekken 7, and it's going to be more, I guess, cinematic, which is a pretty good thing. And I know that the hype for this particular game is insane because Tekken 7 ended up being like the best selling installment in the entire series. And I believe Tekken 7 did over 10 million copies in relation to sales. Um, some people think Tekken 7 is probably the best game in the entire series. Others still think Tekken 3 from 97, 98 is probably the best. But either way, Tekken 8 not being on the PS4 is nothing that's too surprising, um, especially considering the fact that, like the PlayStation 5 at this point has reached at least 10 million units in relation to sales. So at this point, enough people have the PS5 where Tekken 8 could be an instant sellout like days or even weeks after its release. Do I see Tekken 8 surpassing Tekken 7 in relation to sales? Not necessarily at the moment because it took Tekken 7 a while to reach the level of sales that it reached within a couple of years. But but it's going to be interesting to see how well Tekken 8 performs on current generation game systems, and um, and honestly, hopefully this is not going to be like the last entry within the Tekken series that we get, because even if Jin or Kazuya dies or what have you, um, there's a story that could still be told, with either character if they're still alive. It might not be as interesting as like the last couple of installments we got with Jin and Hihachi Mashima and Kazuya, but I do feel like if there is a Tekken 9 later down the line, there's still like stories that could be told that can end up being the main story. And um, and I feel like Tekken 8 is going to be one of those games that it's probably going to rival Street Fighter 6 in terms of popularity, in terms of like 2023 and 2024. Like Street Fighter 6 was the best fighting game of 2023. Tekken 8 is most likely going to be the best fighting game of 2024. And I feel like it's probably going to be one of the top video games of 2024 because, in relation to high profile releases, 2024 doesn't look like it's going to be as much of a strong year as 2023.